Hello everybody and welcome to our second video of Ask the Critics. We got some more questions we got to get through. Last time we talked about favorite questions dealing with our favorite movies and stuff, and now we're moving on to movies about upcoming movies and stuff like that. So we'll get to those right now. So again, thank you very much for the questions that you gave us, and hopefully we were answering them, giving you answers that you were looking for. So Brendan, what's our first upcoming question?
By Aaron Paul K. Have you seen the Super 8 trailer? And if so, what do you think about it? I did see it. What do I think about it? Well, I think Gene, I believe it was Gene Siskel said something about trailers that had to. I don't want to try and quote him, but something about he didn't want to be influenced by the trailers, so he would go and stand out in the lobby when they would play the trailers. I'm not really crazy about trailers. The Super 8 trailer looked interesting. A train crashes with the military stuff on it.
Yeah.
Looks interesting.
Yeah, and one thing, lately trailers seem to be giving the whole film away. This film, this trailer I should say, it really does, and you see an accident, then you hear this banging on the door, you don't know what it is, and that's all you get.
Well, the movie Inception, there was trailers for that movie a year ago when they were shooting it. I mean, I think they're trying to advertise sooner for the movie before it's even finished, and then they try to just create a mystique to it.
Yeah, and I think that's a very good approach, because like I said, a lot of the trailers, like, I saw the trailer for Last Letters to Juliet, or whatever it was called, and to me, it was like they showed the whole film, and it's like, why do that when, and it's like you don't need to go out and watch the movie, and I think studios are going to be looking for money right now, so you don't want to give stuff away like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Trailers are, I mean, the people who make trailers, they it's like the scripts have to have certain trailer moments, those big money moments they can put in a trailer and package and sell to you.
Yeah, like, I did not kill him! And stuff like that.
Yeah, that's always a character yelling at a camera or a slow motion explosion. That, it's not in there for the sake of the story, it's in there for the sake of the freaking trailer.
Yeah, but I thought this trailer looks interesting, and hopefully the movie does not disappoint.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Alright, so what do we got next?
Next we have, this is from Obey the Giant 832. This is the second question to us. My second question to you is, are you guys ready for Machete? And if you've heard the controversy over it, people saying it's racist and whatnot, I don't know what your opinion. I would like to know your opinion about it. Frankly, my opinion on it being the topic of it being racist or not is well, if you deconstruct any movie, anything period, I think you can find allusions to racism or anything, allusions to God. It all depends on what you're looking for. If people are looking for racism in Machete, you're looking at a very obvious spot. I mean, the whole reason Robert Rodriguez made the trailer was to make his own genre of mexploitation movies as opposed to blaxploitation movies. Just instead of now it's Mexican action stars.
Yeah, for the Grindhouse movie.
Yeah. He was just simply taking a genre and flipping it on its head.
Yeah.
And saying, look, instead of a bunch of black people and something like that and like coffee or something, now we got a bunch of Mexicans down by the border shooting it out.
Yeah, actually, in the summer blockbuster video that we did, this was the movie I picked that I really can't wait to see, because I loved the fake trailer from Grindhouse, and I think that it would be interesting. I thought that was a very nice throwback to those cheap 70s pictures you would see at a drive-in that was usually bad or overreacting. So I really am looking forward to it. As for the racism, yeah, maybe.
I mean, the movie obviously deals, if you've seen the new trailer, it totally acknowledges the current political stance with immigration. It completely talks about, illegal immigration and all that. And, it could be a touchy subject for some, but you know what? It's a movie. It's meant as entertainment, I guess. If you want to come away from it with more than that, then go ahead. I mean, in Plan Terror, he didn't certainly try and do anything like that, try and shove anything with us. Or with Desperado, which is or El Mariachi, his first film, which was, a Mexican action movie.
Yeah, so, yeah, I'm looking forward to this movie. All right.
Alright, the next one is by Lou2UK, and it says, are you guys excited to see Predators? Well, yeah, that's pretty easy. I think we are. I am at least.
Is this a reboot of a series?
It's not
sequel?
It's a fresh movie. It's based on an old script Robert Rodriguez made in the 90s for a Predators sequel that never got made. Okay. So they dragged it up now, and they got a director for it and some new writers, and it looks pretty good. I mean, Adrian Brody versus Predators. Okay,
I've never heard of this, so I thought this was like a sequel or a reboot, but I guess if you think it's good, I might give it a shot with it.
I'm definitely going to check it out, because it doesn't look like the last two Predator movies, which were Alien versus Predator, and
Oh yeah.
those were pretty bad.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one is from Mufasa04. Do you think 3D is a gimmick and a cheap way to tell a story, or do you think it adds to the overall cinema experience? I do think it's a cheap gimmick. But I do also think it does add to the overall experience if it's necessary.
Yeah, I think it depends on the film. Like some films, it looks like they're doing it just to cash in. Like Clash of the Titans was not shot in 3D; it was transferred into a 3D thing and stuff like that. I think, and some films, I don't know why they did that. Like Alice in Wonderland, I don't think
they get more money from the tickets.
Exactly,
charge,
but some films that I think do work is Avatar, like that. That had to have been seen in 3D, and that probably would have been a good experience. But I think it depends a lot on the film, in my opinion, and whether it's actually being used well, or they're just like, let's transfer it to 3D and then we'll make some extra cash.
Well, technically everything you see on television and in movies is in 3D, by lighting and the whole process of filmmaking anyways. But, the whole 3D gimmick, it's just a way to get more money, essentially, unless it's really required. I mean, the whole reason they invented it in the 50s was to offer you something that you couldn't get from television, which was 3D. Mm-hmm. And now we're kind of getting that again, which is kind of interesting. But, but like 3D TVs, we'll see if that catches on or not.
Yeah.
And for our next one, I have from K2Blue7. Is it me, or does Killers seem like day and night as well as Mr. and Mrs. Smith?
Isn't it called Night and Day?
Night and Day. I think it is Night and Day, but
I guess I see some similarity. I haven't seen any of those movies, but from the trailers it kind of does, although I think Night and Day, they're not a married couple like in Killers or Me and Mrs. Smith, or Mr. and Mrs. Smith, I should say.
Yeah, I don't really have any interest in those sort of, these romantic action comedies, PG-13, fluffy, friendly movies. I don't really care for them. I mean, they don't have any redeeming value.
Yeah.
And that is it for our upcoming movie questions. So keep posting your questions, and we'll keep reading your comments. So thanks for watching.
All right, thank you.